Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Rahmi Kolida Pane with student ID number 2024-22019. In this video, I would like to present my web programming practical report, which is the development of Laboratory, a laboratory inventory management system. This application was developed using PHP, MySQL, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript to assist laboratory staff in managing inventory data, handling to borrowing process, approving requests, and recording return item. In this presentation, I will explain the structure of the program and demonstrate how the application works from beginning to end. Before explaining the program, I would like to briefly explain the database used in this application. The database is named Inventories Lab, and it serves as the main storage for all the data used by the system. Every process performed in the application, such as user authentication, inventory management, borrowing request approval, and item return, is stored and managed in this database. The database consists of three main tables: user, barang, and peminjaman. Each table has a different function, but they are interconnected to support the application workflow. The first table is user. This table stores administrator and user account information, including the user ID, user, password, and role. The role field is used to distinguish access right between administrator and regular user. After a successful login, the system checks the user role and redirects them to the appropriate dashboard. The second table is barang. This table stores all laboratory inventory data, including the item ID, item name, stock quantity, and laboratory location. The administrator can add new item, update stock, and delete item through this table. The stock value is also automatically updated whenever an item borrowed or returned. The third table is peminjaman. This table records every borrowing transaction made by user. It stores the borrowing ID, user ID, item ID, borrowing date, and the borrowing status. The status indicates the current condition of each borrowing request, such as pending, approved, reject, or return. This allows the administrator to monitor and manage every borrowing process efficiently. These three tables are connected through the user ID and item ID. This relationship ensures that each borrowing record is associated with the correct user and the correct inventory item. As a result, the login process, inventory management, borrowing approval, and return process can work properly within the system. After explaining the database, I will continue with the project structure and the main program file used to develop this application. Okay, after explaining the database, I will now explain the main program file used to develop this application. Each file has a different function, but together they work to support the entire system. From connecting to the database, handling user authentication, to managing the inventory and borrowing process. The first file is connexip.php. This file is responsible for establishing a connection between the application and the MySQL database named Inventories Lab. It contains the database server information, username, password, and database name. Every PHP file in this project includes this file so that all data can be retrieved, stored, updated, and deleted from the database. Without this connection, the application will not be able to communicate with the database. Next, the second file is index.php. This file serves as the main page of the application. It displays the application title, a brief description, and a login button. The login button directs users to the login page where they can access the system according to their role. The next file is login.php. This page provides a login form where user enter their username and password. After the user click the login button, the entered data is sent to process login.php for authentication. This page acts as the gateway to the application and ensure that only registered user can access the system. And the next, the process login.php file process in the login request. It checks whether the username and password entered by the user match the data stored in the user table. If the login is successful, the system creates a session and identifies the user role. Administrators are redirected to the admin dashboard, while regular users are directed to the user dashboard. If the login credentials are incorrect, the system displays an error message and asks the user to try again. Okay, those are the main program files used in this application. Next, I will demonstrate how the system works, starting from the login process, inventory management, borrowing request, approval, and return process. Okay, after explaining the program, I will now demonstrate how the application works. This is home page of the LabVentory application. To access the system, I will click the login button. After logging in, the administrator is directed to the admin dashboard. On this page, the administrator can add new inventory item, view the inventory list, delete item, and manage borrowing requests. In the next, now I will add a new inventory item by entering the item name, stock quantity, and laboratory location. Then I click the Save Item button. Next, I will log out from the administrator account. Now I will log in as a regular user. The user Hanif, password 12345. This is the user dashboard. User can view the available inventory item and submit borrowing requests. I will borrow on one of the available laboratory item by clicking the borrow button. Next, the proof. The borrowing request has been received by the administrator. I will approve this request by clicking the approve button. Next, check in status. As we can see, the borrowing status has changed from pending to approved. In the last, after the item is returned, the administrator records the return by clicking the return button. Okay, this concludes the presentation and demonstration of my web programming practical report entitled Laboratory Inventory Management System. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.